In this video, I am checking out the Rode NT1A, which is a large diaphragm studio condenser, which comes in at around $230 US. In the box, you'll get the mic, the shock mount, a dust cover, and a cable as well. It's also worth noting that this microphone has a really, really low self noise, so you can record really quiet things with this, and you won't have issues with hiss in your recordings. I'm going to do a number of sound tests with this thing. First, I'm going to do a big chesty, belty sound into it. Then I'm going to do a bit of a gentler singing as well. And then I'm going to sing one of my songs, which I'll play the acoustic guitar and sing over the top of that. I'll show you both of those separately, and then I'll show you a mixed down version of that as well to see what this sounds like with a bit of compression and EQ and reverb. All of the sound tests that I'm doing don't have any EQ, compression, and reverb until we get to that mixed down stage. There's also no tuning or post-production at all, except for maybe boosting the level when I edit this down. Let's get into it. Yeah! So because the song I played was a little bit fingerpicky, I'm going to give you some open strumming just so you can hear what that sounds like. Here we go. Hold on a little longer, 'cause you never know what's round the next corner. Stay strong, don't let it take you over, 'cause if you could see what I can see, you know you're closer than you've ever been before. So I've just done a little bit of a mix down with my SSL Big 6 using the compression and the EQ on that, and then just adding a little bit of reverb with the Valhalla verb. And this is what it sounds like. Hold on a little longer, 'cause you never know what's round the next corner. Stay strong, don't let it take you over, 'cause if you could see what I can see, know you're closer than you've ever been before. So the Rode NT1A has been a mainstay for home recording studios for a very long time now, and I can understand why. This thing is clean, it's clear, it's got a very kind of neutral tone, and it'll record anything that you throw at it. Like voice, piano, guitar, absolutely anything. It is definitely a microphone when you were at the beginning of your recording journey, or even in your intermediate stage of recording, it would be a great microphone to be using. Now, there's a couple of problems that I have with this microphone, and they're very, very tiny, very small kind of things. The first thing is this shock mount is rather large. Now, if you're doing things on video where you kind of want the microphone to blend in a little bit, or you don't want it to stick out too much, this isn't going to do that. But if you like the look of it and it works in your videos, then by all means. But it's it's rather large. Also, if it came to really close miking something, really getting the mic right up on something, I think it'd probably get in the way of that as well. But that is a very small little detail about this microphone. Now, it is also very bright in the top end. And I've done a bit of a frequency analysis of my voice singing a G on a yeah. And I want to try and help you hear these different frequencies. So let's jump down and take a look at that. So in this analysis, the darker these lines are, the louder they are. And you can see we've got everything right from the low notes all the way up really high. And so if I play a little bit for you here, this is what it sounds like. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a filter down so you can hear the notes as we go up. So the first little frequency that I think kind of sticks out is this little one here, which is kind of between 2.5 and 3K. And it just kind of pops out there. And then as we sweep up more, we still get these different frequencies here. Now the big thing that kind of I noticed when I was looking at this microphone, when we just hear this top bit here, you can hear it's quite bright up the top there. So if we hear that, and then as I introduce the lower frequencies, I'll sweep down so you can hear the lower bit. You can hear that frequency in the full sound. Now the reason that this might matter is because when you have a singer that's coming in and singing something really loud, it can be quite bright. Now, I've been a singing teacher for 20 years, and I've got 20,000 lessons under my belt that I've taught, and efficiency in the voice comes through creating high frequency. We use techniques like twang and narrowing vowels and all these kind of things, which tend to create high frequencies, especially between the 2 and 5K range, somewhere in there. And so when a microphone doesn't necessarily flatter those frequencies, it can be a little bit off-putting to a singer and make their performance not as solid and can make them think, oh, I need to change something in my voice in order to get a better sound, when really the microphone's just kind of popping those frequencies out. Now, not every singer's going to feel and think the same way, but it's certainly something that would affect me if I was trying to deliver a big performance in a studio. So it's just worth thinking about. And there are different ways that you could affect that on the way in. You could EQ it in a particular way. You could add a bit of a nice preamp to kind of color that in a different way. There are ways to mitigate that sound, but I just noticed it was there and wanted to point it out to you so you can hear exactly what I'm hearing. But this is definitely a mic worth picking up. It is around the $230 mark, and it would be a fantastic mic to be using in your home studio. So if you want to grab this mic, there are affiliate links in the description below. And when you use those links, it just helps my channel. It helps me to buy more microphones and do shootouts and reviews and all kinds of things like that. So if you use those links, it helps me out. Also, the song that I was singing was called Closer, and I'll put a link to the full version of that in the description below. And if you got something out of this video, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to my channel. And I'd like you to comment below which microphones you would like me to shoot out against this mic. I'll catch you on the next one.